Graveyard, I got a Denali dash cover, and we're going to try to put this iPad mini in it. So far, we drilled some holes, stuck some dowel rods through to hold the iPad just kind of in place. And if you notice, I gave it a good gap on top and bottom because I will be laying fiberglass mesh in there, and I want it to be able to sag, and I will be giving it a little bit of a square corner, hopefully. I'm going to let it roll in here and give it I'm going to let it roll in each one of these, and I'm going to push down a little bit because I want the iPad to sit in there a little. So I didn't take this out because it's a back support for the iPad right now. So we're going to lay, and it's going to support this. So we're going to come here with the fiberglass across here, out to about here. Notice I taped off because it's the Denali one, the wood grain looking effect. We're going to try to save that. I'm going to paint in here black. So, got that. Now we got some fiberglass. Get a piece of this out, and then we're literally going to go like this. Drape the piece to the shape we want. Cut it out. Set it up. Hondo resin and some mat here. Got it in place. You see I scratched up the surface pretty good. Got all the color off or whatever that was. And right now I got a tape to the top, but I'm gonna take that off when I soak it. So here we go. We're gonna mix some resin, soak the pad, soak the mat, and then stick it on it and try to get it in place how I need it. It's nice and flush. Dip the fabric and then lay it in place. We're gonna let it harden now. It says 10 to 12 minutes, but I know it takes longer than that. So we'll be here. You see we trimmed it up a little. We got a little peely, but it's just process. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually take a grinder and grind a lot of that back here. We want a lot of stuff back here to be like exposed. We're gonna put a second layer in here, and I'm actually gonna put, I have this from a phone right there. That's 4 magnets. You could do different, but this is what I'm doing. This will help. You know what, I'm gonna do it there probably. We'll figure it out. But then you stick a piece of steel on a sticky they sell for the back of the iPad, and it'll just hold it in. See, if I do it here, it won't grab. Let me see something. Is it too low to be there? You know what, before I do it, I'll stick the iPad on there, and if it sticks low, perfect, then we'll stick it there. If not, we're gonna stick it on the back side. We might do it here. Wherever we stick it, we just have to remember to stick the piece on the iPad. You might not need this in the end, but it's good to have. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to grind the back side. Just to be a quickie. So we want to get all the, we should have did this to the front. Kind of regret it, but we're gonna make up for it back here. Easy part is done, and that's just the back, the setup for it to hold it. So it's sitting in there pretty nicely. I could just be really slick and do like I said and put a magnet in there. So the next step, we're skipping. See how it's in the pocket beautifully? I still might do a lip here or something. I'm not deciding yet, but it's in there beautifully. So look at this. Oh snap, didn't fall. Oh snap. So check that out, didn't fall. So we went and bought 2 of these from Advanced Auto. They were like $10 a piece. It comes with this puppy, and it comes with a little plate that is a circle like this. Actually, we'll show you. Here you go. And look, legit, that thing was hard to get off. There you go. I have an old and a new one. I did, but there you go. It comes with them things. You stick them on wherever you want, and then boom, and you stick it. And you can actually move it around. And like I said, look, I'm trusting this thing. I'm trusting it. It's good. Driving down the street, hitting bumps, I'm good. I ain't worried about it. Like I said, I still might put a lip here. Might use a piece of wooden down, fiberglass it in, just to give it a little accent. But my buddy gave me a great idea. What I'm going to do is when I'm all done, I'm going to paint it one color, and I think I'm going to have somebody airbrush something behind this. So maybe I get that airbrushed. Or I'm just going to take some stupid picture or something and put 2 metal clips on it, and boom, I'll have something to just sit there when the iPad's not in the car. Or we'll put SS real big there or something stupid. Who knows? I don't know. Not SS, but anything else. But there you go. We're going to have to do some sanding and some filling, and we're good, man. I mean, like, literally, we're there. Skipping the fiberglass, going right to the magnets. And I tell you, this thing is no joke. In there, sits in the pocket. These are the factory sides. I just literally wrapped it. I mean, this thing's here. Look, to get it out, I gotta twist it like that or something. But this thing's, I'm telling you, it's tested. If you don't believe it, put a bungee cord from there to there and take it for a ride. It ain't going nowhere. So there we go. We ain't finished, but we're close. Put a coat on, sanded it down. We want the iPad to sit here, so it's a little bit of work to keep that shape. And here, obviously. Obviously, we're trying to get rid of the gap that was here. Not so much the gap, but all this. We're trying to fill this in nice and smooth on the other side. Real smooth. So that's our game plan. Okay, look at that. That's filled the hole in, and it worked beautiful. So you can fill holes with this really good, obviously. We're doing more sanding. We had this lip. I don't know if I showed you that yet, but we had this little lip. This is actually a piece of paint stick. Cleaned up real good. Put a little of the fiberglass resin, resin jelly on the bottom of it. Stuck it to it, let it harden. Stuck like a seam on each side and fingered it in like real nicely. Still working on it, like I said, sanding. It's almost there. Here we go. We're on like step 10,000, but she's looking pretty. I'm so happy I added this little lip. iPad sits on there lovely. I drove down the street and hit a couple bumps before I did all this. Some nice bumps in my neighborhood. Nothing. Didn't even budge. So we're drying it. We're coating it with some high build primer and filler. I'm sorry. We're actually using some filler primer. It'll get out all them little fine scratches. I do have to sand like 2 spots, unluckily, still, but we'll get there. You know, one day at a time. But there's a spot down here I put some filler on. Just wanted to make it look a little better. So we're getting there. This. That's what we got. She's all done. Yo.